Kim Jong-un put out a video, a TikTok-esque Instagram Reels, social media, just trying to make it pop video advertising his intercontinental ballistic missile launch. This was absolutely incredible, and we are going to watch it together. So, coming up right now, Kim Jong-un. This is real. I thought this was a joke. I thought this was an outtake from the interview. This is 100% real. Kim Jong-un, intercontinental ballistic missile launch. This is a minute preview. There are longer clips out there on the internet that show the full launch, but this is the kind of the lead up promo before the actual launch took place. Oh, fuck yeah. Look at those glasses. Woo, daddy. He knows what time it is. Time to flex that. Woo. Goddamn, look at just firing it up. Just firing it up. You are lying. You are lying to yourself and everyone else on the planet if you don't think, if that doesn't fire you up. If someone, take away the mass starvation of millions of people in North Korea for just 1 second. If your friend sent you a video of him in front of an intercontinental ballistic missile with the capabilities of shooting countries across the planet with nuclear weapons, and your friend was fucking walking out in a leather coat, jeans, just fucking bawling out, ice on his neck. I'm surprised Kim Jong-un didn't have ice on his wrist, ice on his neck, just flexing, bawling out. If your friend sent you a video just checking the time in front of a missile, like, what time is it? Oh, it's fucking launch time, bitches. You would be like, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Caitlin. That was a hype-ass video. I wasn't going to work out, Caitlin, but then you sent me a video of you checking the time in front of a nuke. And I hopped on the bike and I did my 45 minutes and you got me through that, Caitlin. But instead of your friend Caitlin, it's fucking Kim Jong-un. Him looking down at his watch. I love this because this is like the fat dictator version of the Tom Cruise run, the Tom Cruise Mission Impossible run. If you're watching Mission Impossible, if you're a fan of the franchise, you know that when Tom Cruise is doing that fucking robotic but just perfect form run, like if you taught a robot how to run, that would be Tom Cruise. It's so rigid, but it's sexy at the same time. Normally you think of like Usain Bolt just fucking smooth going across the finish line because the top runners don't really expend that much extra energy, the top sprinters, but Tom Cruise just his whole body becomes an erection and he speeds towards the obstacle he's trying to stop from destroying the planet. And of course, Kim Jong-un is too fat, too out of shape to do that. He clearly enjoys eating the food that the rest of Korea does not have. But he needs something. He can't run towards the missile, but you need, if you can't do something that involves physical activity, you need something to kind of just tell people that, yeah, shit's about to go down. Shit's about to happen. And he checks his watch. He comes out in a jacket and the glasses, and then he just fucking, you see him kind of glance to the side, and in his head he's probably like, what time is it? And then he looks down, he's like, oh, it's launch time, motherfucker. And that's what Tom Cruise says with his run. His rigid but also gazelle-like at the same time run. I don't know how it's possible. He's moving so fast, but he's so expending so much goddamn energy at the same time. Tom Cruise's run is a signifier of the world about to be saved. He's stopping the destruction of the world. And Kim Jong-un said, okay, I can't expend the Tom Cruise style energy for more than 3.5 steps. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to signify the end of the world how I see it, how I want to run it, but I'm just going to flip the watch instead. Something easy. I can do every time we launch a missile. I don't have to train. The only training I need to do, the only training Kim Jong-un needs to do is buy another Rolex, you know, buy, what's the watch that Post Malone wears? It's like fucking $800,000. I forget the name of the watch, but all these celebrities have it now. But he just needs to go on the market. He needs to pick out, he'll work with a designer for each launch that will match the missile. So next time, if he has an orange and blue missile, he'll have an orange and blue studded diamond Rolex. And people be wondering, like, orange and blue, like, what's going on? What's happening here? Like, what time is it? And Kim Jong-un, he'll just fucking slowly pop up in the video. I'll tell you what time it is, buddy. Fucking bright white flash. And the only country left is North Korea. And of course, North Korea is a small nuclear superpower. And if they launched a missile, they would be destroyed in an instant. And it would not be in their best interest. But Kim Jong-un clearly, I think he's finally coming into the modern day aspect of social media, of TikTok, of Reels, of just like this notion that you can't just be a dictator anymore. You can't just be good at your job, you know? And if your job as a dictator is to starve all 11 million people in your country, but to make it look like you're doing well, and to have this psychotic propaganda spread throughout your country to convince people that outside of North Korea, it's not as good as North Korea. So, you know, you don't want people getting any ideas. In terms of being a good dictator, Kim Jong-un is fulfilling that role. Awful human being, great dictator. You can't just be good at your job anymore. You have to be your own marketing agency. You have to be your own social media guy. You can't just, you know, stand-up comedy is such a huge thing in podcasting now. There's so many stand-up comedian podcasts that I enjoy. I fucking love comedians on podcasts. And they have to do all of that. Sure, you have the top guys like Joe Rogan, you have Tiger Belly, you have Theo Vaughn's podcast, but most comedians, they're doing everything themselves. They're posting reels of their stand-up. You know, maybe they're paying a guy $50 to film it, but they're producing episodes. They're putting reels on TikTok, on Instagram, and they are doing the legwork. They are not just becoming good at comedy, but becoming good at letting people know how good they're becoming at comedy, because that's what the world is now. With my own podcast, I can't just be a good podcast host and expect that to blow up. Because in the past, you had all these corporations and a select few media personalities would get handpicked, and then they would rise up through the ranks. And then, you know, NBC made you the Tonight Show host. Atlantic Records made you the next big music artist. But now everyone's their own label, and Kim Jong-un is finally coming to that realization. He's making launching, or at least threatening launching nuclear weapons at another country. He's saying, I can't just get good at this, but I have to make this TikTokable. I have to make this content. And I have to say, it's about goddamn time. It's about time, Kim Jong. If you're going to do terrible shit, if you're going to be out here fucking balling out with nukes and bitches and food and you're going to be wearing sunglasses like that and leather jackets, and you're just going to slap your cock on the world as a dictator, you better make it interesting for me. You better be hitting me with those 30-second reels 2 to 3 times per week. And he probably has a guy now. It is hilarious because like this isn't well produced. It is pretty, the quality in terms of what I see in the best reels out there with motion graphics and subtitles, and using images to draw people in like that quick. It's all about those quick cuts, quick subtitles. This is pretty subpar, but you could see Kim Jong has someone. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he went into China and kidnapped someone from TikTok and was like, you're my social media guy now. Figure it out. Like, you're just going to follow me around. Like Gary Vee with cameras. Kim Jong-un has a slave TikToker, and he's just following him around 24 hours a day. And we're about to see the most content we've ever seen. Not just most content we've ever seen from someone like Kim Jong-un, a dictator, but we're about to see like fucking a podcast. We're about to see reels drop every Wednesday and Friday. We're going to see a YouTube channel. I wouldn't be surprised if after this launch, he has another video come out that's like the bloopers of this launch. Like, imagine he has, he tells his social media guy, he's like, all right, remember the first time when I checked my watch and I accidentally tripped over myself and then I shot the guy next to me because he was in my way? I want you to put a blooper reel up of that. People are going to think that's hilarious. People are going to see the blood oozing out of this guy's skull and me cracking up because you just can't get in my way, and people are going to laugh with me. They're not going to, some might laugh at me. They'll die, of course, but a lot of people will laugh with me, and that's why this social media guy has to follow. So it is hilarious that like Kim Jong-un has an Instagram guy now. Like he's the first dictator influencer. We don't have any dinfluencers. We need a name for it. Dicktinfluencer. Dickfluencer. I don't know. He'll come up with something and we'll hear about it in a TikTok. But he's the first guy to be like, you know what? If I'm going to be doing all this shit, if I'm going to be fucking around out there, if I'm going to be launching nukes, starting shit, starving people, whatever, it's going to be in a tight, fascinating clip that people are going to watch millions of times. And this is just the beginning. Just the beginning. And this begs the question, will Netflix make a hype house of dictators? Will they do it? With this video with Kim Jong-un, there's no doubt in my mind that someone at Netflix was like, all right, Kim Jong is now, he's coming in to the 21st century. We're seeing these clips, these graphic videos from him, this insane propaganda. Like, we're going to see fucking subtitles and graphics on this shit in no time. He's going to have his own IG page or whatever the Chinese version of Instagram is. And someone at Netflix was like, you know what we should fucking do? You know what we should do? We should get a house in LA, get a house in Beverly Hills, just like we do with these TikTok kids. We just rent out a house and let them all create in there. You know what we should do? We should get a house. We throw Putin, Kim Jong-un, Xi Jinping from China, Trump. We get just booze, bitches, and cameras up in that motherfucking house, and we just see what the fuck happens. We give them remote capabilities so they can do all their dictator shit, whatever it is. You wake up from 9 to 12. You send out you type the propaganda for the day for your country. Just like type. North Korea is the greatest country in the world. Don't even look at any other countries. Don't try to escape because every other country is worse than North Korea. Everyone starves. All 7 billion people around the world are starving worse than North Korea. Don't even check. Don't even look. I swear. Please send. Everyone in North Korea sees that. You let them send out their propaganda, their state propaganda, to their people. And then from like 12 to 2, they have a long lunch, like a long boozy lunch together, just like fucking Putin. By the way, I'm not saying Trump's a dictator, but people throw him in that category and he would definitely add to the show. Just like imagine fucking Kim Jong-un is walking up to the kitchen counter to grab his eggs Benedict from the house chef, and fucking Trump just bumps him on the way to the table. Like Trump's already grabbed his eggs and Kim Jong-un is going up to the table to grab them, and Trump just fucking shoulders him. And the camera, Trump doesn't even fucking pay attention. He's just like, get the fuck out of here, bro. And Kim Jong-un looks at Trump like the way that Kim Jong-un looks at South Korea, he looks at Trump and he's just like, I'm gonna... And the camera zooms in on Kim Jong-un and Trump has no idea, but they show that. They have cameras all over the house. It's a dictator hype house. I guarantee you, producers are so sick in the head nowadays, especially reality TV producers. Someone at Netflix saw Kim Jong-un's this little promo he did for the missile and was like, yo, I think we could fucking... All right, I think we could profit off this. I know that the entire world is going to come to an end because of inevitable nuclear war and nuclear winter fallout. But before that happens, there's a great opportunity here. And it's called the Dictator Hype House, 1204 Beverly Hills Drive. Put the fucking deposit in, boy. I don't know why he said boy. Because he'd be having this meeting with other employees, but he got so hyped up on himself right there. The producer at Netflix was like, fucking send it in, boy. Send that shit in, boy. You got to start talking like the influencers. What's up, boy? What's going on, girl? What's up, boy? Hey guys, this is a quick reminder to check out Auxoro Premium, the best deal in premium podcasting. On Auxoro Premium, you gain access to bonus episodes, the unlicensed therapy series, the ability to submit topic suggestions for the podcast, exclusive Ask Me Anything episodes, and the entire premium catalog for only $5 per month. Go to auxoro.supercast.com, that's AUXORO.supercast.com, to join the premium gang today.